end this blog, but like let me go in on TBL. Yo, TBL, this was horrendous, bro. Like URL would have had Beasley and would have had this, and like we destroy URL. But this doesn't happen too often. When it does, it's because someone actually punched somebody and knocked them out or something. Over here, no punches were thrown, and somehow you cancel the battle. Why didn't you just push out every entourage out the stage, even if it took 1 hour? You get everybody out.
Yo, what's going on YouTube, man? I wasn't even going to be honest with you, not even gonna do the blog, but since I spent so much of my time hyped up on the promotion with Eazy The Block Captain and Cassidy, and giving credit to Eazy The Block Captain at the end, I'm like, you know what? Let me just make this blog. So I'm not gonna do no intro. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna get right into it, man. Like, let's all just be honest, man. That whole event was trash. I'm not even upset about the $60, man. Who cares about that? But before we start going in on what happened, let's give a shout out to Snake Eyez and Bill Collector because they actually put a great performance. And I can't even tell if it was the mics that helped out because, you know, whatever that intermission was, right? They still put on, man. And they put on with the energy. All the other battles, man, I was not feeling nothing. I'll give a little bit of credit to Real Deal. I was actually looking forward to Cortez, and that didn't even happen. The whole event, man, was horrendous. And I've purchased my fair share of battles, bro. And there obviously nothing goes smoothly throughout the battles. Man, entourages, you know, take a long time to get in and out of the stage, and all of that, right? But yo, let's really break down what really happened. This whole hype train, this whole thing about this promotion, who cares about any of that? Like for that, don't promote if y'all can't finish the battle. And here I'm referring to Cassidy and Eazy The Block Captain directly. Another thing that we have to get into, you know, whose fault is it between Cassidy and you know Eazy The Block Captain? It's TBL, bro. Yo, there's no stage, not even an upper level platform to get people off. So much people compacted. It's basically you had two lines that you put a meat, you know what I'm saying, a fucking steak like this, and then you say, whoever can go in can go get it. And then you start blaming the lines. I'm not even saying that, you know what I'm saying. I'm not even saying that these two are crazy, like violent or nothing like that. But that's what you did. You put no precaution, right? You put nothing in the middle. You basically just said, if the battle goes left, then the battle goes left, and that's corny for the fans, bro. And for us fans, we do sometimes be adding gas and fire to real events and scenarios. And I'm not saying that's good or bad because at the end of the day, it's up to the artist. But we could tell that this whole promo, what that cast did, was very personal to Eazy The Block Captain. And we always say, oh, we don't want fights. We don't want this. But when it happens, now everybody's up in a frenzy, man. Let's just keep it 100. This was a very personal battle. Now, who won the battle? I don't care. Truthfully, I think I had I like Eazy The Block's angle on updating and downloading and updating your resume and how to do things and I do think that when Cass was rapping, even though it was very slow paced and monotonous, I think he was saying some shit that actually hurt Easy, like personally. I'm like, no, he got him. The whole barber sharp scheme and all of that, whatever. But who won the battle? Nobody. You know who won the battle? The stage. TBL won the battle and the war. Well, I don't know about the war, but they won the battle because they got all our money. Yo, man, that thing just got me so heated because again, I actually started blogging because of the whole J Mills. Calf came back, so I'm like, yo, you know what? Maybe I could just start blogging today, and then getting us, and then like for what? What the hell did I do that for? I feel like I don't know, bro. Like, tell me, other people feel the same way that I feel. You know, um, I don't know if this is true or not, but it looks like they found like a warehouse or they found a little situation in which they could do the battle. Like on some ill will and calico, right? When they were in the garage and they did their thing. But it looks like either the block captain wanted the security guard and he wanted this and he wanted that. And he didn't want to do it. I mean, is he wrong or right for that? I mean, who knows? If something happens to him, then it's like, oh my God, he should have never done that. He's stupid, etc., etc. But if he does do it and if the battle went well, then that's props to him. Again, this is why battle rap is so tricky, and I can understand why people don't even want to get into like this niche, man, in hip hop. Because if I'm not even saying Easy claims that he's gangster or he's this and that, but if he is that, and you are cut from that cloth, then you just go ahead and battle. I don't think I will ever see Cortez or Rex or Cal or Loaded Lux or Murder Mook say, "No, we're not gonna finish the battle. I'll go wherever we need to go to get that done." You know, so I don't even know if that's a slight on him. I know that Cassidy, at the end of the day, this is what I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Bro, Arsenal grabbed the dude and moved him, and he still finished the battle. And at the end of the day, you were in his personal space, man, and he just nugged you and said, "Yo, chill, bro." And then you started acting up, disrespecting him, like if he's not really like I understand his battle rap, but yo, he is a legend, bro. He is a hip hop, not a battle rap legend. He's just a hip hop legend. And he's also just a man. So you just gotta respect that and just finish the battle. But for some reason, you gotta hype yourself up to do something in which you have security guards. This is the type of things that I hate, bro. Why are you hyping it's like you're hyping yourself up. It's like on some, I don't know if you guys know who this guy is, but it's like on some Jack Doherty shit. Where Jack Doherty, he goes and bumps people into the mall, and then he has a 6'4" security guard gonna press a freaking customer. That's the energy that I got. Like if you did that all that hype energy, but if you were there dolo, I would respect them more. I just feel like everything was just corny, man. This whole thing, I don't even think I'm gonna blog about it anymore. Like for what, bro? I think I might just blog with Murder Mook, Loaded Lux, maybe even J Mills pop up on the scene. I just like it, but man, this was just that was that's it. I'm not even gonna get too much into details. I'm not going to go ahead and break down each bar. Shout out to Bill. Yo, at the end of the day, man, this is what we gotta do. We gotta start. We gotta really start giving props to people who actually put on. Yeah, it's a lot of John with cast and this and that, but yo, that Bill Collector second run was crazy. What are we talking about? He actually turned everything up, bro, from the intro and everything. And Snake Eyes first round was crazy, but Snake Eyes third, bro, Snake, you fell for the crowd reaction. You wanted that love. You're in Philly, bro. That's it. But that's my only criticism, of this whole scenario. We got all chill, bro. Like as a community, we got to chill, bro. And Cass, I don't know if Cass is in the right or is in the wrong. The only thing that I will give him is that he's never had this problem and it's been worse, like in my opinion, worse situation. He just asked you, he just nudged you and just said, "Yo, bro, just chill, bro. You're spitting in my face, you're getting too, and I get that Eazy The Block raps like that. But that doesn't mean that it's acceptable for a lot of people to be in that space like that. And that's all that happened. I feel like, and like, I was gonna end this blog, but like, let me go in on TBL. Yo, TBL, this was horrendous, bro. Like URL would have had Beasley and would have had this, and like we destroy URL. But this doesn't happen too often. When it does, it's because someone actually punched somebody and knocked them out or something. Over here, no punches were thrown, and somehow you cancel the battle. Why didn't you just push out every entourage out the state? Even if it took 1 hour, you get everybody out, and you only put those two in with your security guards there. But you can't even do that. No, I'm not. I know I'm tripping because at the end of the day, it's just battle rap. But man, people who love hip hop, people who've been watching battle rap since before grind time day, right? Since before, from the Loaded Luxes, Goods and K Shine to Tay Rock and Charlie Clips to to Lux's League to even before that, Scribble Jam, etc., etc., etc. But we just love hip hop. So when we actually look forward to something this excited and it goes and you didn't finish the battle and no one swung, it just shows so much, bro. Just shows so much. So that is all for my blog. Check you guys out on the next one. And that's it, dog.